let's talk about some benefits and flaws of being a barber. The first thing that comes to mind, the first benefit that comes to mind when you're a barber is that you get to be your own boss. Basically, as long as you pay your chair, they rent you a chair. In case you don't know what you know how all that stuff is, you go in the barbershop, and the whatever chair they let you cut hair in, that's the chair that you're gonna be paying every week. As long as you pay that chair every single week, and you don't miss a week, and you always on time with your payment, and you get along with the customer, you're basically your own boss. It's not gonna be like a 9 to 5. You really gotta be there, and if you're not there, you're fired. Oh, you gotta take a break when we tell you, and it's gonna be for this amount of time. No, and when you're a barber, you get to take free time off. You get free time off if you want to take a break and go somewhere and cool your head. You can do that. If you want to take a break and go home, let's say you feel tired because you did a lot of customer, you can do that. Like I said, as long as you pay the chair, you need to come up. If like me, for example, I pay $250 a week for my chair. That is, no matter what happens, I always put that before anything. 250. I'm always on time. So therefore, the owner of the barbershop, if I want to take a break, if I want to do whatever, he just leaves me alone. As long as he knows that I'm responsible with that stuff. Anybody who's a barber will tell you this. As long as you pay the chair, you're practically your own boss. You just gotta be responsible for that. If you don't want to do a customer, you don't have to do it. You don't want to do that guy, you don't have to do it. The only way that you have to do a customer is if you're short on your chair. Then you gotta complete the whole. Like, let's say you're paying 150 and you only got like 100, and you know that customer is gonna pay you. Then, well, if you're not, if you don't have your money complete, then you gotta pay your chair. You gotta take that guy so you could pay your rent, your full rent. But as long as you pay, you basically your own boss. You could take a break whenever you want, come in whenever you want, and you can leave whenever you want. As long as you get along with the customers. That's one thing that I love about being a barber. Things that I hate about being a barber, man, it's just like it's what I've been saying a couple of videos earlier. Some customers, man, it's like, bro, dealing with certain customers, it is a nightmare. This is one of the reasons why I don't want to do it. But just because I want to get out doesn't mean that being a barber sucks. It sucks. It's for me. That type of person that I am. I just don't like dealing with certain things. But if maybe you're a different person, maybe that's cool with you. Maybe you got more patience. But me, I can't deal with that stuff. Like, for example, one of the flaws. Let's say I cut someone's hair. I cut this person, and he's over here bothering me. Like, he wants to get his eyebrow done, he wants to get his beard all done, and this. And after you spend like an hour doing everything, let's say he gets up, because every client pays you after you do the job. So after you do the job, they get up the chair, and this happened to me not that long ago. They get off the chair, and I'm not going to get the money in my car, and you let them get the money in your car, and 5 minutes later you step out of the barbershop to see what the guy is, and the guy is nowhere to be found. So you just wasted a whole hour doing certain guy for nothing, because he left with the money that he was gonna give you. That's one of the things that I hate the most about becoming a barber. I cut many people that it took me a long time, because they keep asking for certain stuff They want their face the right way. They want this. They want their eyebrow, and they finish cutting their hair, and they just dip. And now you're stuck, and now you're stuck without that money. That's one of the main things that I hate about being a barber. I hate that stuff so much. It's just people go in there and just they just you get play because what can you do? I mean, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh, you gotta pay me before because that's not how every barbershop works. You gotta do your job and they pay you after. And some people, they take advantage of that, and I hate that stuff. I hate it with a passion. I don't understand why people does this stuff to barbers. Some of the flaws that I also don't like about being a barber is letting the wrong people hang out in your barbershop. But here's the problem. The problem is that this person hangs out in your barbershop, and let's say, and they bring customers, but at the same time you can't kick them out because they bring customer, but they hang out in your barbershop, and they wanna act like the barbershop is there too. They're drinking in your barbershop, and they're smoking hookah in your barbershop, and it's like, oh my gosh, bro. And these are friends, maybe friends of the owner of the barbershop, the probably close friends to the owner, and so it's not like you can't tell them nothing because he's friends with the big guy. What can't you do? But they're bringing drinks, and they making a whole lot of noise. They're taking, sometimes they turn on the radio. You basically can't do much. And there's some customers that they don't like that stuff. They don't like people smoking hookah when they're doing their hair. Not everybody likes it. Hookah is great and all that stuff, but not everybody likes it. And but the people that you let hang out in the barbershop, the manager's friend, they don't think like that. They just got that mentality, that party mentality, and they just, "Oh, we don't give a fuck," like they just don't care. That's another thing that I hate about the barbershop. Another thing that I like about a barbershop, it basically goes in tie with what I said the beginning of the video when I say you're your own boss. In in a regular job, you want to take a vacation. Let's say you want to travel to certain place, and you can't. If you're in a 9 to 5, you can't take a vacation unless you talk with the owner, and there's a chance that he doesn't let you take the vacation and stuff like that, and you gotta wait for that person to let you take the vacation. When you're in a barbershop, as long as you pay your chair, that's another thing that you're allowed to do. Just always be on time with the chair. Always be responsible paying the chair that they're letting you cut hair on. And as long as you do that, you could take a vacation for 2 weeks whenever you feel like it. As long as you come back and pay those 2 weeks, you're free to go. Listen, as long as you and the manager have this relationship where he knows that you're responsible, and you're gonna be on time, you could take all the vacation you want. I mean, I'm not saying take a vacation every month, on January you took vacation, and on February, then on March. Not like that either, but every 2 months or something like that, you could do that, because come on, you can't be taking vacation that often. You gotta take care of your job. But yeah, that's one of the main things that I love about being a barber. What else do I like about? Oh, something that I really, really like about being a barber. If you're a guy, if you walk in the barbershop, let's say like around 9 in the morning, and the barbershop is super busy, and let's say the whole week is super busy. Let's say you make $500 in one day, on Monday. Then you make $500 on a Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday and Friday, all those days, all that money, everything that you make, all that goes directly to you. The only thing that you gotta take out of that is the money for the chair. But if the chair costs like $150 or $200, you could literally pay that chair in one day, and then the rest of the 6 days of the week, everything you make around that time is all yours. That's one of the main thing that people like about being a barber, because there's customers who, like, super phenomenal customers that they leave. I don't know if they got the luxury life, that they come in, they will even give you $100 just for you to cut their hair. Like, if you're really good with what you do, and you know how to talk to people, you know how to get them engaged in a conversation while you're cutting the hair, and you're doing, you got that good chemistry. The guy could, if it's a wealthy guy, or somebody who's doing good on a business, that dude can conversate you and give you a good money, and that money doesn't have to go to anybody. If you got your chair paid, everything that guy gives you goes directly to you. That is a huge good thing about being a barber. I love that. I love about that, about being a barber, because when I first started being a barber, before the pandemic, when the economy was on fire, there was a car that I wanted to buy, and everybody told me, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to buy that car," blah blah blah, and all that. I'm a type of guy that when somebody tells me I can't buy something, I can't do anything, I just do it, just to prove them wrong. So this car that I got right now. People thought I wasn't gonna buy it because it was too expensive, and this and this and that. But bro, it even took me, before the pandemic, it even took me that long to buy it. That's how crazy nice everything was going on the barbershop. It didn't take me that long to buy it at all. The every I got so many things, expensive stuff, that I bought easily being a barber, because when the economy is doing great, and you get along with the customer, you and you're a good barber, you pretty much set. Pretty much. The reason I want to get out now is because it's the economy. It's just went down way too much, and the headaches that I'm going through with certain customers is not worthy. Like, it's not even worthy me going through that, if I'm not even making the same money that I used to be making. And that's the reason why I want to get out, because it's not the same as before. That's the good thing about barbershop. Something bad, another bad thing about barbershop, and I said this previous video too, is the people that you work with. Me, unfortunately, I work with certain people that not everybody, but there's one individual that I really don't like. I really don't like this individual. I but there's but when you're a barber and you're working with bad people, some barber, let's say you step out for a minute, some barber will try his best. If it's a greedy guy, he'll try his best to talk to your customer and try to take your customer. Greedy people, disgusting people, and then they trying to act like they cool with you, try to shake your hand. That's one of the things that I really hate about being a barber. I hate working with greedy people and disgusting people who they try to they try to mess with your wallet, and the way they do it is so sneaky, right behind your back, and then you see them shaking your hands. I had that done to me, and I see it done to many other people so many times, and I hate it. It pisses me off so badly. That's one of the things that I hate about being a barber. I don't like that type of stuff. Is if a guy is, if you know that this customer goes to this guy, why are you trying to talk to him and just trying to, trying to get him, for yourself? Well, why you do that for? What you do that for? I hate that type of stuff, man. What else? What else do I like about being? Do I do not like about being a barber? I mean, something that I also don't like about being a barber is the danger. If you know how you used a blade, like a blade to do people's shape up, you got to be careful who you give it a shape up to, because if you because you can make a mistake. Let's say you make a little mistake and you cut the face like a little bit, like it's not even a big cut. It depending on who that person is, you could find yourself in a whole lot of trouble. Let's say that person just came out of jail and they want to come in the barbershop to, for a fresh look, and let's say you cut the hair. Some people are way there's a lot of immature people out there, and they will give you a brutal headache about that. And then on top of the fact that they probably not gonna pay you, but they're gonna give you a brutal headache. You cut my face and all that. They take this stuff so serious, but it's not even like a deep cut. It's like, like a little something that if you press hard for for like 2 minutes, it's gonna stop bleeding. That's how small it is. But there's some people out there, they're so sensitive, and you might end up finding yourself even in a fight. You could end up in a fight, even if you push somebody's line back. You could end up in a fight. Depending on how mature this customer is. That's one of the things that I do not like about being a barber, because I seen barbers getting into fight with stupid customers over silly little things. Silly things. Guys threatening this guy. Oh, I'm gonna get my and I'm gonna. It's like, bro, over a haircut. Over a haircut. That is another thing that I hate about being a barber. That's one of the major ones. What else? What else do I like about being a barber? I mean, I think that's pretty much seals it. As long as you're a good barber and you know, like, but see, that's another thing. And for you to become a barber, it takes a lot of practice, a lot. And once you learn a little bit, like let's say you learn a little bit, and you're ready to go, and you got that first customer, and you're super nervous, and let's say you're super nervous and you make a mistake on that first customer, you dude, let's hope that that customer is not a troublemaker, because just for that you can find yourself in trouble, and it wasn't even your fault. You're just a beginner. But people don't care, man. Some people, they just troublemakers. That's how some people are. What else? And it took me a long time for me to learn, bro. There's a lot of people out there that just do it. If I man, that they wanted to beat me up, because I was a begin when I was a beginner. I did a lot of mistakes, man. A lot. I'm good now, but it took a lot for me to get here. But like I said, one of the main things, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, is like the freedom As long as you're a good barber and you're good with the customer and you paying chair, is like the freedom. That's one of the main reasons a lot of people choose to be a barber than anything else. Is the freedom that you get. Is great. Look at me right now. Right now, I'm in the barbershop. I got my, you know, the barbershop uniform. But I just decided to come out here and make a video. There's nobody that's gonna tell me, oh, you can't leave the job now. No, yes I can't. Yes I can. And I did. You can see now that I got my barber uniform. So you might wanna ask me this right here, the UFC. I decided to put that on my barber. I have a TV on my station, and we are super UFC fans. Everybody who sits in my chair, we as they watch, if they're getting the haircut, they're watching the fight, any fight that comes up, and everybody who whenever somebody comes to get a haircut, some guys be calling, hey UFC, come here, let me get a haircut from you, because I'm always watching stuff like that. And that, so I was like, you know what, if they're gonna call me that, let me just get a shirt. And I basically designed the this to my shirt. But yeah, those are the main the maybe there's more, maybe there's good things that I left out and bad things that I left out, but for now, those are the good and bad things about being a barber. Yeah. So that's basically the end of this video. Basically, you know, be responsible, pay your chair, get along with customers, get along with the owner of the barbershop, and you'll have a good time. End of story. Those are the good things. I'm done with the video. See you guys on the next video.